It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll play host to a battle between conferences. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Tennessee Titans. Coming up next.
It's the building that was open the year the franchise became known as the Titans. Welcome to Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. Alongside my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott, and this is a matchup, Brock, that we may see many times in the future of this league. A couple of rookie starters leading their offenses at quarterback.
And that really does make it a measuring stick game for both of them, Kate. Rookie quarterbacks in the draft, they're always linked to each other from the moment they're tabbed the starters in their first season. And then when you get to look across and you get to play one, you know that both of them want to be the one who leads their guys to a win, because that's a victory that'll be talked about, well, for the rest of their rookie season and beyond.
Joey Sly is going to have the honor of getting us started. And we're off and running from Nissan Stadium. Ty Chandler to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So here come the Vikings, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And they're brought out by the 10th pick of the 2024 draft, a national champion at Michigan, J.J. McCarthy.
All J.J. has ever done in his career, no matter where he's been, is win. And there is something to that. I know at times it's hard to measure how much of it was him, how much of it the people around him. Most importantly, just ask his teammates over the years. They love playing with him. That is a characteristic that's important, and I don't think talked about enough, Kate. Do your guys in the huddle want to play for you? Do they believe in you? Everywhere J.J. has been, he's lit up that huddle, and success has followed.
Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Sent down by Cody Barton.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. McCarthy to throw it. Able to find Jones. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler, gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm, and a nice little gain on top of it.
Going on 3rd, McCarthy. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough, and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
Now we'll see Ryan Wright come on for the Vikings to punt this away on 4th. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. So here come the Titans now to get their first drive of the game. Leading them out, someone in his first NFL season. Their rookie starter from Miami.
It's always fun, puts a smile on my face when I see a rookie leading an offense out. A lot of them look like 10-year vets with confidence and poise in the middle of that huddle, middle of their teammates. But let's watch his first couple throws. That's where sometimes you could see some of those nerves slipping through.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Okonkwo brings it in. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable, and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. The first carry here for Tony Pollard. And the pursuit gets there to escort him out at the line of scrimmage. Nothing gained or lost on that run, and now it's 3rd and 3.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got him tackled behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
third down from the gun. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
You know, Kate, my years in Indianapolis with Peyton, he loved to know the tendencies of a defense. In third and short, more often than not, all across the league, you get man-to-man coverage. It really is a good time to throw. Unfortunately, couldn't execute that pass, and a fourth down instead.
Punter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line. So no return on that punt. And it's going to be Vikings football. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at this Vikings offense. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Has the connection to Hawkinson. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Xavier Woods up to make the tackle.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Finds a seam down the middle. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
New set of downs for him from the 46. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Roger McCreary brings him down that time. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 43. That's into the hands of Moore. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
First carry here for Aaron Jones. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
2nd and 10 now. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Look at Xavier Woods in there to pick it off. And the Titans get the football on the first turnover of the contest.
Well, nickel has really become the base defense for so many teams in the league because the passing game has become so prevalent today. It really makes it so much more difficult to find an open throwing lane. It gives defenses a lot more speed on the back end to step in front of passes just like that.
The Titans offense out to the field, ready for their second drive. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Pass play now. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
Oh, those linebackers. Those linebackers. They seem to be in the thick of every play and some of the quickest reaction times out there. He needed a quick reaction there to get a finger on the throw and change its direction.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. They give to Pollard on the option. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Here he goes on the bootleg. Complete out to the right. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Pass is caught at the 9. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Pollard on 1st and goal. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Throwing from the gun. He brings it in. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stuffed at the 2.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. But anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. Pollard. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Titans pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Tony Pollard with the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Titans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Chandler now on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40. The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. Their last series sure was looking like points up until that interception, Brock. Hopefully they can move the ball similarly well as they take over here.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
This wide receiver run game, what it really does, Kate, is it tests the soundness of your defense. How assignment sound are you? Well, that was an excellent example of this defense doing its work on the practice field and, more importantly, put into execution on the game field.
And this one doesn't go far. Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like that.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. It carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Pollard. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 4, and that brings us to the end of quarter number 1. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. Neither side separating much so far. More from Nissan Stadium coming up after the break. We're ready to go with the 2nd quarter, and it's Titans football. They start with 2nd and 6. From the 24. Finds him over the middle. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Ivan Pace able to make the stop.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Back to throw. Into the hands of Okonkwo. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. It's a gain of 4 there. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
1st and 10, it's Pollard. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Ivan Pace able to make the stop. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. That's going to be caught, Tony Pollard. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Give him 13 on that play. And the Titans will have a 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
That throw finds Okonkwo. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. He'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Receiver in motion, headed right. Throwing on 2nd and 10. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Following that completion, medical staff headed out for an injured player. We'll see what the nature of his injury is. Third and a lone yard coming up. They give to Pollard from the gun. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
4th and 3, drive on the line. They'll go, it's Pollard. And the defense flows over to make the play outside. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
These 4th down runs, it's all about want to and will. Want to keep it conservative offensively, try to move it across, but that defense was having none of it. And now they get themselves off the field.
Now the Minnesota offense trotting out. And coming off a 3-and-out, Brock, they really need to build some momentum from the ground as they try to get on that scoreboard here. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They send him left out of the slot. On play action now, McCarthy. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on 1st down.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Out of the gun, a give to Jones. He's out near midfield and still going. And they'll finally get him at the 47-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
He's going to push one deep down the right.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Able to get it to Moore. And he gets it across midfield and into Titans territory.
Oh, man, these are the kind of plays you can't wait to get on film and watch the next day. Look at the fellow pass catchers. Look at the guys getting out in front, helping on that screen pass. Get your player in space, your buddies do the rest around you, and a big play follows.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
1st and 10 from the 41. Now a give up the middle to Jones. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire 1st half. They drop him behind the line.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, He's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Counterplay, Jones. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Up to the line, and they're set. First and 10. Jones once more. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
To the line we go. They're set. First and 10. Able to find Hawkinson. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at Nashville. It's the Vikings with a 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Getting out to his left. He's running with it. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Minnesota! The Vikings earn the chance to tie before halftime. J.J. McCarthy, the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
That one right down the middle. And the Vikings tie this game 7-7. Here's Reichard, set to kick this away. On the return, it's James Prochet. He's stopped on the return at the 27. We'll get another look at this Tennessee offense. They liked how that drive was going, but the ND and the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. He'll throw it. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Trying to throw here out of the gun. That's brought in by Calvin Ridley. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. That's good for 7 yards. And the Titans will have a first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Throwing now from the gun. Completed to Lockett. And he gets him around 6 there. Harrison Smith in on the stop. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 46. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Well, the QB right there, he put it pretty close to the sidelines to begin with. And the defender, well, that was a nice job. Just simply put a hand out there and let me just encourage the ball to fall incomplete.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Pass play coming here. Oh, tried forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. And the Vikings get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game. Third down from this distance, Brock. That is a spot you expect your offense to convert, but you also expect your defense to make the stop. This time, the defense won out with a nice interception.
Yeah, in that scenario, it's really like an outfielder in baseball, Kate, right? If you're going to go for it, as a defender, if you're going to just pull the trigger and you're going to go for it, you better make it happen, and you better get that pick. Otherwise, you're giving up a first down conversion. He gets the pick, and those defensive coaches and that defense celebrating on the sidelines.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Jordan Addison, the intended target. And it sets up second down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Second and 10, McCarthy has his man. It's Addison. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First down, ball at the 36. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Pass is caught by Addison. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Vikings out of the hurry-up, need everyone back to the line. Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Back to the air, McCarthy. That's caught in stride by Addison. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. Minnesota spends its second time out here. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. From the red zone now. Cut near the goal line. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Now the Vikings use their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. So from the 3, here's second and goal. Now McCarthy. He's on the move. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Minnesota! The Vikings take the lead just before halftime. J.J. McCarthy, the touchdown. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down. And when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Reichard set to kick this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half. Looks like they'll play it safe with a run to the outside. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Looking to throw. Cut by Lockett. And he's tackled for a short gain. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down. So at the end of 2, the Vikings playing road warriors here. They've got the lead. Now it's down to Florida, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. And welcome in everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Reports. Both these teams ready for the fight ahead. We're ready to get back to it as well. And to do just that, we'll hand it back over to Kate and Brock.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Here's Reichard set to kick this away. Crochet with a return. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. So here's the Tennessee offense getting ready to start our 3rd quarter. They've got a chance to tie this up here as they trail 14-7. First and 10 now from the 30. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Pass taken in by Lockett. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
From the 39. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. From the gun, they go with Pollard. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. That was Jonathan Allen on the tackle. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and long.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge gain.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And they were giving him no chance to return this one. It soars over the sideline deep in enemy territory. Looks like right around the 8. The Vikings offense back to the field now. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Second down now, 7 to go. Putting a receiver in motion. Second down carry for Jones. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. Stuck to the ground, but nothing gained that time, and it brings up 3rd and 7.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Here's a nickel look by the Titans, 3rd down. McCarthy looking to throw. And the Titans rush brings him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Kate, if the word safety was used, and it's not a lot in NFL locker rooms, but if it was at halftime, it was about safe throws, good decisions, consistent plays. It was not about a safety to begin this second half, and that's what we nearly saw. Not the kind of start this offense wanted. It's got to overcome a bit of adversity.
The Vikings getting their punt team out. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Averaging over 50 yards a kick, and this is another one well hit. Takes this in the area of midfield. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And the Titans will get set to take over. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Up the middle, here goes Pollard. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. They'll throw it. Okonkwo brings it in. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Trying the inside handoff to Pollard. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he's brought down for a loss.
That's why you often see some mix, some high percentage pass plays on 1st and 10. You got to keep a defense honest. They're always looking for a run in that situation and a chance to stack them up for 2nd and long.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Ridley, the motion man left. 2nd and 12 behind the sticks. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Looking for Tyler Lockett on that play. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. He lofts it deep, right sideline. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
It'll be a field goal try from Joey Sly. It's about 43 yards for him. Up and good from Joseph. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Return coming from the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Vikings and Aaron Jones headed back out there on offense. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy to throw. Able to find Hawkinson. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
1st and 10 from the 41. Straight ahead they go with Jones. And that's good for a gain of 5. 1st down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Moore's got it. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. On play action now, McCarthy. able to get it to Moore. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
2nd and 3 now. They've got a man in motion. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. This one's to Hawkinson outright. And he's going to step out with no gain.
You know, Kate, it's almost as if the defense invited him to make that throw. That was a play they knew they could defend, and they stopped it right at the line.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. This is Jones on the handoff. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. So we're through 3 here. It's Vikings ball, working to carry this lead through to the end. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. From the gun, Jones gets it. And he gets this down to the 22 before being stopped. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. Staying on the ground with Jones. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
A lot of pressure on this kick for Will Reichert. From the right hash, this is going to be a 41-yarder. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a 1-score ball game.
Kate, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the 4th quarter when it really matters.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Crochet with a return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Titans ready to take over on offense. And they settled for a field goal on their last series, so points are a positive, but they'll look to upgrade to a touchdown here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's the give to Pollard. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They'll try and throw it here. Finds him over the middle. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. He's dropping back to throw. Caught by Pollard. And he'll get it up to the 44. That one gains 7. And that'll be a Tennessee first down.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
To throw here on first down. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. It's picked out by the Vikings going the other way. And Minnesota returns this to the end zone. Touchdown. The Vikings go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. I think they would have happily just taken the turnover, Brock, but how about the wherewithal of the defender to take it back for the score?
Yeah, that is a scoop and score in the definition of a splash play defensively. You don't just rip possession away from the offense, kind of rip their heart out too. You rip possession, you turn it into points, and now that beleaguered offense is going to have to get right back on the field.
Reichert on for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Vikings double their lead to 14. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Jackson now to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Titans ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And there's a couple of moments we're seeing here that I think he's not going to want to be reminded of after this game. Turnovers have just interrupted his performance in this one. Made it really tough for him and this team to get into and stay in any kind of rhythm. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Harrison Smith with the INT.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
The Vikings now set to take the field. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Here's a give to Jones. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 41. Hockenson reels it in. And they get this down to the 28. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. They give to Jones, right side. And they make the tackle at the 28-yard line. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's Jones. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of 2 follows up a gain of 1, and now they're left with 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Smith able to put it through. And that makes this a 3-score game.
I think you could call this one now, Kate. His field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
Here's Reichard, set to kick this away. Prochet with a return. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Out come the Titans for another offensive possession. Well, we all know at this point, turnovers the big problem for them in this game, Brock. And not surprisingly, the defense has capitalized on those mistakes on more than one occasion to their benefit.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that can be tough to win football games in spite of, right? But over the test of time, turnovers are the #1 thing that cost you games, especially after that first one. Once there's blood in the water, you feel it with the defense. They get all over you, trying to force another turnover and another and another.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
2nd and 10 now. The screen pass falls incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throwing now from the gun. And once again, they can't connect.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. That's cut beyond the marker. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Forget that it was 4th down, Brock. That is an impressive 22-yard pickup, and it gets them the 1st.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage.
And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. That's the 2-minute warning here in Nashville. Titans hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. Offense to the line for second down. Trying again following the sack. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete. Tried getting it to Tyler Lockett. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
3rd and long for him here. Locates Lockett along that sideline, and he's got it. 3rd and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
To throw it on 1st down. Cut by Lockett. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. They'll come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has it in close. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Tennessee calling its 2nd timeout now. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. Still sticking with the passing game. And he can't hang on. Touchdown in his arms, but it slips through. 2nd down coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal. They are throwing it again. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans get it back to within 2 possessions. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
That one right down the middle. And the Titans cut the lead down to 10. So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. And this is covered by the Vikings hands team. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. The Vikings taking the field on offense. And even after giving up the late touchdown, Brock, still a 2-score game, so you should expect them to be in that victory formation in just a few moments.
You should, but, you know, I just picture Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, the greats in this game, right, over the last few decades. You know, they grinded down every second, never took anything for granted. You got to finish it all the way down to double zeros.
The Vikings into victory formation here as they take a knee. The Titans call their third and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Lining up to take a knee on second down. With the win in hand, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
Setting up for the kneel down on third. He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
Minnesota lined up in punt formation, and he's been getting all of it every time out. Getting about 50 yards of boots so far, and here's another quality effort. Now this one, not much of a chance of it staying in the field of play. They'll mark it out at the 13-yard line. So the Vikings pick up the win on the road. Well, as they celebrate to the boos of the home crowd, I'm sure you're having flashbacks, buddy. It's got to be music to their ears, hearing those fans voice their displeasure.
It is so sweet, Kate, when you win on the road for a couple reasons. Yeah, I do remember. I remember silencing those road crowds. There's no better feeling than to hear, those boos and those cheers and all that noise just silenced because you beat them in their building. You know the other great sound? The plane ride home. Those are some of the greatest memories you have to celebrate that road victory and a whole road trip home to take it all in.